Life in the most isolated city in the world.
G'day. This is Perth,
G'day.
Western Australia. It's one of the most isolated cities in the world, but is it dull, boring and desolate? Let's find out.
It doesn't look that desolate.
Perth is one of the most isolated cities. It's not the most isolated, although I guess it depends on your criteria. Honolulu, Auckland might be more isolated, but the nearest major capital city to Perth is Adelaide, my home state where I was born. That's 2,100 kilometres in a straight line. And the drive there is pretty much nothing the whole way. Perth suburbia is home to about 2.4 million people. That's the city behind me. It's home to many of the world's great resources company because
2.4 million though. That's not like. I guess it's like distance of where it is, but it seems like it's like a thriving city. I feel like isolated would be disingenuous. I love how my chat over there, well, there, in that corner over there, is just filled with context that you won't understand on YouTube. I did not just do some belly dancing. Don't know what I'm about.
this state is crazy rich because of iron ore, because of gold, oil, gas. But it's perhaps our weather that people love the most. It's a very Mediterranean climate.
Well, it looks
Hot
nice.
in the summer, up to 45 degrees. Winter, probably the coldest day we get in the city, maybe 12 degrees Celsius. It's the casual way of life that people love. Western Australia is the biggest state in our country. And it is the richest, and a lot of those riches can be seen all around Perth. For instance, this is Kings Park. It is one of the biggest city parks
is gorgeous.
in the world, much bigger than New York Central Park. And if you come to Perth, you'll come to this spot and you'll overlook this view of Perth City. So are there many?
No, but I need you to go into a breakdown of how much stuff can kill me. I need to know how much stuff can kill me, because this is, at the minute, selling me dreams.
Many famous people come out of Perth. Yeah, F1 driver Daniel Ricciardo, actor Heath Ledger, Isla Fisher, and Tame Impala star Kevin Parker. We are definitely spoiled for food here in Western Australia. A little later on in this video, I'm going to take you to a couple of my favourite restaurants.
They do live in a land down under, so it would make sense that it feels like we only go backwards.
Now, we could go down into Perth City, but quite frankly, it's looking a little tired these days. So instead, I want to take you down and show you Elizabeth Quay. It's pretty special. What the isolation does mean is that it's expensive for us to travel overseas. Most international travel comes into Sydney and Melbourne. Here, we get a fraction of that, and that's probably because it's so expensive to get here. It's also expensive for us to travel overseas. But I guess the bonus is that we get the place pretty much to ourselves. You do need a car in this city. Our transport system is simple.
Is it better than the UK, though?
What a lot of our Asian visitors find remarkable is the colour of our sky. Such a rich blue, something you don't often see in Singapore, Shanghai, in Tokyo.
They have a different sky to us? Sis came to my house about 2 weeks ago, Gabby.
I always think these palm trees along Riverside Drive here give this a bit of a Beverly Hills sort of feel, without the Beverly Hills price tag. Now, I will apologise for what's behind me here, the Perth Bell Tower. It's supposed to be our defining landmark of the city, and it's really turned out to be a little disappointing. But
why is he apologising? That's better than 90% of like things that we've in the UK have made in like the last 10 years. What do you mean? Right, this guy has unrealistic standards. What is this? Oh, I'm going to have to apologise. You know, it's meant to be our shining light over here, but underwhelming. Not what? What do you mean? It's quite pretty.
Still, you can pop down here and hear a bell ring every now and then. This is the Elizabeth Quay area. It's reasonably new, 5 to 10 years. There's a Ritz-Carlton hotel just there, and you'll probably stop right here for a photo with this thing behind you, which
will I
don't even know what it is, but
I know I'm petty. If I ever go to Perth, I will not take a photo purely because this man said I will probably take a photo in front of it. I am that level of petty. That's burned into my brain now.
It's impressive looking. Lovely places to eat along the water, and a ferry that runs from here to Fremantle. But it's a beautiful area and well worth a look if you're in town. I'm on a bridge, a very nice bridge, right?
All right. All right, I'll believe you. It looks like a bridge.
In the heart of Elizabeth Quay, which is named after Queen Elizabeth. Behind me is South Perth, an affluent area with gorgeous views over Perth City. Now, lunch at Six Head.
Is that an insult for someone with a big head?
I've gone for the burger. It's a $40 burger. That's about 27 US. Wagyu. Let's have a go.
Did you just say Wagyu? It's Wagyu, right? You just hit me with the Wagyu. I feel like that should half the price of your Wagyu if someone comes out and says it's Wagyu.
That is very good. Nice mayonnaise. Pickles are good. Wagyu's medium. Not tomato saucy. It's more of a meaty taste. 7.8 out of 10.
Do love meat. Large meat.
This is upmarket Perth, very affluent suburb, Cottesloe, and the beach is like all
does
of
look
WA's
gorgeous.
beaches. Magnificent, fine white sand, and as I mentioned before, any time in the morning during summer, it's a joy to be here. Well, the Fremantle doctor arrived 2 hours ago. You can tell because it's howling down here, but that does keep this state cool because in summer, without it, it'd be nearly into the 50s, I reckon. But still, even
50s?
today, a 22-degree day, bit of sun, bit of wind.
Well, that's
people
perfect.
Still happy to have a swim in the Indian Ocean.
22 is perfect with things looking like that. Oh, yeah.
You're looking at the Optus Stadium behind me. That's our biggest stadium in Perth. Seats around 60,000 people. It's used for Aussie rules football, cricket, major sports events, concerts. Getting back to Aussie rules football, it's not rugby, it's not American football, it's not soccer. It's our own game. It's really only played in Australia, but they'll sell out this ground often throughout.
It's kind of like rugby, though. Let's be real. It's. I think it's more like rugby than it is anything else, no? Not 100%, but it's more like that. I feel like I might have to react to it. I might have to react to Aussie ruled football. I'm not saying the word.
The season. There are two teams that play out of Perth in the 18-team competition that's
Dockers.
national. The West Coast Eagles and the Dockers. And I sponsored the Eagles for, 20 plus years and got my start with ambush marketing behind the goals with these signs. But the next game here is the Eagles versus the Dockers in the Derby. And it will be a...
Dockers, it has a different meaning. It has a different meaning. And it's really distracting for me. Yeah, Izzy. Yeah, crazy. I'm not going to say it. Can't say it on the vid. Now, what you do with your own Google searches is on you.
Huge day out, it always is. This is the Matagarup Bridge. Quite a beautiful bridge, connects the city to the stadium. And if you are a thrill seeker, you can do a zip line up here.
Oh, do like me some
thank you for
thrills.
the suggestions that I should do it. I'm not going to be doing it today.
Why not?
I think this is a little
Get
isolated
on it now.
because there's no one on this bridge, but it is 2 p.m. on a weekday.
it
But
looks
come
like
a
a bridge.
weekend, there'll be hundreds. Thousands even if there's a game of footy on. That white building behind me is Perth's Casino. It's the only casino we have in this state, and we don't have poker machines like they do in Victoria and New South Wales and Queensland at every
Why not?
pub. That's the only place you can gamble. They have a monopoly on the whole thing. But they have built a stunning hotel next door, Crown Towers. If you come to Perth, it's pretty much regarded as the best.
I feel like a casino with a monopoly. I've never been more certain that the phrase "the house always wins" will ring true. There's no shot. That has to be the most rigged casino I've ever seen. Oh, where are you going to go? Where are you going to get better odds? Fucking nowhere near here, can't I?
Hotel we have in town. Suburbia ends here in Two Rocks. North of that, it's plenty of bushland, farms and a handful of seaside towns like the one I live in, Lancelin. From here to Cervantes, a distance of about 145 kilometres, there are fewer than 2,000 permanent residents. The first town
Hold up.
north,
Was that
45 kilometres,
was
there
that-
are fewer than
Is that Kangaroo Rudolph? They have a different Christmas law than us, it seems. Joey the red-nosed kangaroo.
2,000 permanent residents. The first town north of the metro area is Gilderton. There are fewer than 200 people living in Gilderton, which is also referred to as Moore River. And this is the Moore River. Now, at the moment, it doesn't open up to the Indian Ocean, but occasionally...
I thought that there's just Moore River there. I didn't realise that the river was called Moore. I was expecting to see more of the river that we'd been seeing in Perth. Damn it. That is actually a name. I feel so silly.
Every few years, it does open, and it's a spectacular sight. I've been here when it happens, and you don't want to miss it. Pelicans, yes, they're out here on the water, but very calm. There's a little pontoon for swimming.
They freak me out.
And plenty of people enjoying a spot of fishing off the jetty. I should say we're seeing this at one of the best days of the year. There's hardly any wind at this time of the morning. It'll get up later in the afternoon. And this is the sandbar behind me, which occasionally is breached. And the water level in the river can drop as much as a metre.
I've seen people do this.
The next town along the coast is Seabird. This town has a population of just over 100. That's permanent population. And a couple of years ago, they had to put in this huge wall along here because these homes were in danger of falling into the Indian Ocean.
That's happening. No, that's happening. Like, take two. That's happening in some homes in the UK, right? Like when they're like near cliffs. It's actually quite dangerous. They actually think their homes are just going to fall down.
In this town, but there's a pub that is set up on the hill here. It's the most glorious view. You'll pay about 34 Aussie for a palmy. That's about 22 US.
What's a palmy?
13 Aussie for a pint. That's about 9 US. Although it's nowhere near as nice as this in the middle of winter when it's blowing a gale.
Blowing a gale.
30 more kilometres down Indian Ocean Drive is the turn off to Ledge Point. One of the main draw cards for Ledge Point.
That's named after me.
Is this holiday park, which is pretty cool. And right next to it, a 9-hole golf course, which is one of the better ones in the region. They used to run a very popular windsurfing event from Ledge Point to Lancelin out here around some lobster fishing boats, but that all stopped a few years ago. But it was an exciting sight to see all of these beautiful sails and kites take off from the bay here in Ledge Point.
But they don't have sharks here.
And 11 kilometres from Ledge Point, Lancelin. This is where I live. The population here is around 800 people. It's the largest of the 6 towns or settlements that you'll see in this video. It has a servo, there's a small retail strip, a great bakery, 2 pubs and a beautiful bay. In summer, you'll find no one but wind and kite surfers on the beach in the afternoon. That's due to the Frio Doctor. But in spring and autumn, much nicer on the wind front. And ideal here for fishing, jet skiing and swimming.
Oh my God. I thought that she was giving a beer to a fish.
And ideal.
I thought that was a beer. It was just making a fish glug glug, a brewski.
Here for fishing, jet skiing and swimming, particularly if you can get to Lancelin Island on a warm day. The sand dunes behind the town are a huge draw card with sandboarding and quad bike tours a real hit. Now on the wildlife front, yes, we see plenty of roos, emus, not so many, but occasionally on the dunes.
Do you think they get PTSD? Do you think they get PTSD whenever they see an emu? It reminds them of their failure?
I've seen 2 echidnas in my time here and lots of snakes. Yes, they should be avoided. They often pop their heads up in my pool deck here. And if they bite you, you'll know all about it. Quokkas? No, you'll only find them on Rottnest Island, which is about 20 kilometres offshore. And I've got a video shortly about that on the channel. Dolphins, yes, plenty in the bay. Sea lions too are prevalent, and the occasional shark. Next on our adventure, it's 52 kilometres further north to a place that I don't think you've ever seen anything like. There are no real houses there. It's all corrugated iron shacks. This is the only place you can buy anything, and at the moment, it's just ice for $7.50, about $5.50 US.
It's better than the UK. There's never any ice.
Now this is Wedge Island. Well, that's Wedge Island settlement, that's the actual island. But every 5 to 10 years, this becomes connected to the mainland and looks like this. And you can walk out there, you can drive out there, but you can't actually go on top of the island because it's a bird breeding ground. But this is the most amazing place because all of these shacks here are not meant for permanent settlement. They're holiday shacks, and the government does not like these people being here. They've tried almost everything to get these shacks demolished, but still, it's here. It's an amazing place, and if you get the chance to come and have a look, you will not be disappointed. This shack was built in 1974 by my wife's family, and Tonya used to spend most of her holiday.
Sorry, just Lola. What in the anonymous hack jailbreak scene vibe code are you doing right now? What is this? What is going on? FTC eval math.rat. What? Huh? I don't know if you can see that in the chat over there.
Days up here as a kid.
We don't actually live here, we just come and visit, but we've had it for 30 odd years. Unique part would be that we bring everything needed. The shack's pretty well set up with water and power, but other than that, we bring everything for the trip. You can come here and get blown to bits and hate it, and you can come and love it.
Oh, is AI lying? Right. Sounds about right.
And 40 kilometres on from Wedge Island is Cervantes, but when you come this road, you'll pass on the left Grey, which is another settlement, same as Wedge with shacks. On the right-hand side is the Pinnacles, and it is quite an amazing site.
How does that form?
But I've visited it before and it looks a lot like...
How does that form naturally, though? Well, what would have to be there? Because it would have to be like erosion, I know. That feels weird to just get a bunch of spiky rocks.
Like this, or this if you've got a ballet dancer. This is the Lobster Shack. It's highly regarded if you love lobster. We call them crayfish here in Western Australia. They're caught just off the coast here in huge numbers, mostly shipped around the world, but you can get as much as you can eat here. At the moment, 96 Aussie for a full lobster, which is 600 grams, 66.
Wait, hold up. He just explained that they catch like a bunch of these things. They are not rare, right? This is not like uncommon for them to get these things. So why is it 96? I mean, what I think it's like half that. That's still like 40, 45 quid for a lobster. That's expensive, like for here, I think. Let alone somewhere that's just basically plucking them out like it's candy.
US. I haven't gone for lobster today. They're not much of a novelty for me because pretty much everyone in Lancelin just hands them out to friends. You can catch 8 a day on a $30 fishing license. So I've gone with some prawns or shrimp, which was 36 Aussie, 25 US. And the view here, quite delicious.
So he's putting some fucking shrimp on the barbie. If you're Australian, I'm so sorry.
Out over the Indian Ocean in a calm bay with a few crayfish boats out there. Must have been about 25 prawns in that lot. They were good, 7 out of 10, but you come here for the atmosphere and the view, and yeah, it's a pretty cool place to come.
I could resist.
Some chicken schnitzels right now, but if you get the chance to visit Perth and the surrounding areas, I think you'll love its remoteness and its nature. Now, before you go, could you please hit the like button? And for those of you who have not subscribed, I welcome that push of the button. Finally, I thank you for watching and implore you to stay passionate.
You know what? What's your name? What's your name? You know what, Kim Millman? I will. I like the way you said the things you said. I like the things that you showed too. It's so annoying because it's such a pretty place, but oh my god, I just feel I'm so unlucky. Like anybody that plays D&D or understands, like, I roll a nat 1 in most things in my life. I will go there, I'll go, wow, this is gorgeous. Bam, snake bite to the cheeks, right? And then it'll be a spider nibbles my toe. And then somehow a crocodile will come and eat my foot off. Both cheeks. Both cheeks, Lauren. Right? And then a shark. I won't even go in the ocean. There will be a sharknado. Knowing my luck. And unscrewed. It's so annoying because it's so pretty. Right. I appreciate you. Much love. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you.